Welcome back here on Good Evening KU. I'm Dylan Vanderveen.
I'm Garrett McComb.
There's a little bit going on, Garrett. Obviously, basketball season started here at KU. Obviously, big season, #1 ranked team in the nation. I wasn't at the game. I was unfortunately working. Guess I'm not a true KU fan, I guess. I wasn't going to go to the game anyway, and they're going to win by 45. I knew they were going to win by like 45 or whatever they won by, but how was the game?
It was great. A lot of offense. We scored 99 points, which is something you do not see every day. Hunter Dickinson did not miss from 3 in his first showing. You got to like what you've seen out of KU so far. Look really impressive, but obviously it's just the first game of the season.
Yeah, the things that you say about Hunter Dickinson, I don't think shooting from 3 would have been like the thing that you would have said, oh yeah, that's what he's bringing over to KU. I would have said like almost anything besides that,
yeah.
Like, honestly, first. But I heard DeJuan Harris didn't even shoot the ball at all. Is that true?
Yes, he passed at every opportunity he had, but he did well. They had 20 assists on their first 21 baskets in the game, so that's a big stat. You gotta like how they've been able to distribute the ball so far. So DeJuan's really contributed with that.
I mean, he's obviously the anchor of our offense. He's, we can't live without DeJuan Harris. I feel like that's the one injury that KU can't have to like just destroy this team. And DeJuan Harris controls the ball. He moves around the entire offense. He's been here. He's been our guard for what now, 3 seasons? I think this is his 3rd season starting.
Yeah.
But a little bit going KU football. They've got to get versus Texas Tech. A lot of people were talking about this could be a trap game. Think about a K-State next week. Sunflower Showdown is going to be a good one. Honestly, KU 7-2, K-State 6-3. They got Baylor this week. They should shove it to Baylor. But what are you looking here at KU Texas Tech game? Do you like our odds here? I mean, we're at home. We're undefeated at home this year. We've played really well at home compared to the road. What do you think?
I think we have a good, solid chance. It is a little bit of a trap game considering we had our 7th win, our first winning season since about 2008. So we're coming off a big high, but I think we can handle it. We're performing better than we have in many seasons, and I think Texas Tech is below us in the standings, so I think we'll definitely have a great shot, and I like our chances.
Yeah, I mean, 7-2, obviously a winning season already, better than last season, 6-7 after that Arkansas. Speaking of the Arkansas game, Bean really reviving his career here at KU as a 6th-year senior. Everybody really wanted him to transfer if he was going to stay in college football.
Yeah.
Not going to mention names, but it might have been me. Like not saying that after the Arkansas game. A little bit of hurt feelings, after the Arkansas game, but I believe we got a package going for you. Garrett's going to tell you a little bit about it.
Yeah, students in the JMC 210 class have been working on their man on the street interviews this week, and the results are both informative and entertaining. Some of tonight's Good Evening KU crew were part of a group that asked KU students if they know the logos of professional football teams. Let's show the clip.
Okay, who am I here with?
I'm Daniel Stack.
Abby Moore. All right, so we're going to have you identify some NFL teams. First one, well, I guess it doesn't matter if they say.
Minneapolis Vikings.
Great job. Great job. Yeah.
Shout out Eric.
Eric.
Hello. Arizona Cardinals.
Say it again.
Nope, it's the Arizona Cardinals.
Wow. Sure, we'll go with that. Alrighty, who am I here with?
DJ Gator, aka Evan.
All right. Let's start off. We'll do this one.
Oh my god. Pirates. So, are these like the Texas Pirates?
The Texas Pirates?
Yeah.
Okay, the Texas Pirates.
Period.
It's not that. I don't know that.
Here, we'll do that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna guess Dallas Cowboys.
The Dallas Cowboys.
We're sticking on the Texas roll. I'm from Florida, Miami Dolphins. That's all. Yay.
Alright, so we're going to show you some football teams. Okay. We'll do this one.
I know what that is too.
Green
That's
Bay
the Green Bay
Packers.
Packers.
What state?
Wisconsin.
Yup.
Represent. Baltimore?
The Ravens. The Ravens. Baltimore Ravens. I have no idea.
That's right.
That's right.
Wait,
Yeah.
I just
Wait a minute.
You got some
What's
sports
going
fanatics.
on?
over
Oh,
here.
Dude, my dad talks to me. Too. I swear. Quarterback Cam Newton. What's his fucking name? Girl, I don't know. I don't know. Didn't they like almost win the Super Bowl? Hold on. The Pep. Obviously. I don't know. All right. Yeah, we don't know this one.
Where do you think it's from?
San Francisco.
San Francisco?
Walking alone in a college town can be dangerous, no matter the time of day. Lawrence might seem like a small town, but there is still tons of crime that happens. You never know where and or when people are planning to attack, so it is better to be safe than sorry. Being by yourself is never the answer. That's why people should always walk within a buddy system. Having at least 3 people to walk with can help with getting home safer. Going out in a bigger group is definitely the way to go, so everyone can be assured they are safe. If walking home isn't an option, calling KU Safe Ride is the next best option, or ordering an Uber with your friends. Stay safe and always keep a buddy with you.
Welcome back. I'm Emma.
And I'm Ella. This is your Tuesday Good Evening KU News Brief. The war in the Middle East continues as U.S. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken told reporters at peace talks in Jordan that any type of Israeli ceasefire would only allow Hamas to regroup and carry out further attacks. Blinken did call for humanitarian pauses in the fighting in order to prevent civilian casualties.
Former President Trump testified in the New York court yesterday and spent most of his time attacking the Attorney General and the judge that oversees the trial itself. After asking Trump's lawyer to control his client, Judge Arthur Engoron gave up and let Trump rant before ignoring the comments and moving on. The civil fraud case is challenging the Trump family actions in regard to devaluing the Trump Tower complex.
After best-selling author Leah Johnson got tired of dealing with people and organizations wanting to ban her books, she decided to open her own bookstore in Indianapolis. Johnson's first novel was named one of the 100 best YA books of all time by Time magazine. In 2021, she also won an honorary Stonewall Book Award for young adult novels that reflect the LGBTQ experience.
For those of you who commute to campus from Kansas City, the delays on K-10 are nothing new. Just today, another crash between Kill Creek Road and the South Cedar Creek Parkway delayed traffic in both directions. Construction on bridges in western Johnson County has also slowed traffic down to 1 lane in each direction, which is amplified especially during rush hour and sporting events here in Lawrence.
The Kansas City Chiefs and many of their fans were in Germany this weekend, but it's a good thing they were in Hamburg. Multiple fights were disrupted after a hostage situation involving a custody dispute took place at a major airport. The situation ended peacefully 18 hours after a man drove through a security barrier and parked underneath a plane with his 4-year-old daughter in the car.
That's all we have here. For more in sports, let's send it over to Caden.
Thanks, Emma. The men's basketball team kicked off the regular season last night at Allen Fieldhouse with an impressive 99-56 victory over North Carolina Central. The game was part of the McClendon Classic, which honors the Afro-Indigenous roots of John McClendon, a KU graduate who coached at 4 HBCU schools before finishing his career at Cleveland State. Kevin McCullough scored 22 points and Hunter Dickinson added 21, including 3 of 3 on three-pointers, but maybe the most impressive stat of the night was the 34 assists. At halftime, KU had scored 21 baskets on 22 assists, meaning that after the first miss of the game, every basket after had an assist, which is most often a measure of great team play. The women's team gets underway tomorrow night with a 6:30 p.m. tip-off against Northwestern State. The Jayhawks returned 4 of 5 starters and are coming off a WNIT championship last season. Coach Schneider said the team was hoping that.
Yeah, I think the players are all excited to see what kind of fan turnout we'll have. I do know season ticket sales at last check were up about 94%, so hopefully we'll have a good atmosphere.
KU is picked to finish 3rd in the Big 12 Conference. The football team held off Iowa State on Saturday night and aims for a 28-21 victory. The biggest play of the game came midway through the fourth quarter, just after the Cyclones had scored a touchdown to cut the lead to 3. On the first play from scrimmage, Jason Bean hit Lawrence Arnold for an 80-yard touchdown, which gave all the momentum back to the Jayhawks. KU is now 7-2 on the season and guaranteed a winning record for the first time since 2008. More importantly, the Jayhawks are 4-2 in the Big 12 Conference and leading a 5-way tie for second place, behind Texas and Oklahoma State. Next up on the schedule is a home date with Texas Tech. The Red Raiders will visit the booth on Saturday with a kickoff scheduled for 11 a.m. The volleyball team swept Kansas State this weekend to win the Dillon Sunflower Showdown. Junior Caroline Bean stepped in for injured Reagan Cooper and led the Jayhawks with 14 kills and 2 service aces. KU is now 18-4 overall and 9-3 in the Big 12. The Jayhawks will take a 6-match win streak up to Ames this week to take on Iowa State on Friday and Saturday. And finally, former Jayhawk Sharon Lokiti took the bronze medal at the New York City Marathon yesterday. The defending champion placed third this year, just 10 seconds behind fellow Kenyan Helen Obiri. Lokiti's time of 2:27:33 was 4 minutes slower than the race she won in 2022. And that's it for sports. After the break, Davis will be back with the weather.
Where you go to college makes a statement about you. This place will become a part of you, your identity for life. The University of Kansas, a great place to be you.
National champions deserve a clean campus. Don't wait for other Jayhawks to pick up.
Welcome back, KU. As we can see right now, we're at a beautiful sunset over there. We're seeing a lot of pretty colors. What I'm seeing right now are some different shades of yellow and orange. Amongst the blue that we see right now, that means it's nighttime over here. That daylight saving time is really starting to hit some of these people over here. In Lawrence right now, it is clear outside. It's 73 degrees. Our dew point is at 60, so it's mildly humid outside, and our feels-like temperature is around the same. We had southeastern winds coming in at around 7 miles an hour. We are bumping up against our highs temperatures today. We're almost peaking out at our record for the highs, not for the lows. We're about 40 degrees hotter than our record low temperature, and we are way above average for both our highs and our lows today. So these higher temperatures that we're seeing right now will stay throughout the week, and the reason for that being is our humidity. But as we can see right over here, Leavenworth, Lawrence, Ottawa, and Kansas City, we're virtually all the same. We're all the same with temperatures. We're all at 73 degrees right now, but over in Topeka, we're at 75. Now, here's the kicker. Our dew point temperatures are 48 degrees in Lawrence, 54 down in Ottawa, and 61 up in Leavenworth. So if you're down in Ottawa, Kansas, and you got a buddy up in Leavenworth, Kansas, and you go outside, you're going to feel those different temperatures. That's because the humidity is starting to feel more. It's getting up higher up in Leavenworth, but down in Lawrence, we're about in the middle of everything. Here's our satellite right now. We have very little cloud covers going on through. We got a little bit up to the northwestern points of the United States. Those will start to roll down and get to us tomorrow morning and all throughout tomorrow. But right now, we have virtually no clouds pulling up. It's a pretty clear night outside, but that humidity is still getting us, so we're not feeling those beautiful temperatures, but it is a lot nicer than usual. The forecast tonight is going to be 59 degrees, humid with clear skies, southeastern winds of 4 miles an hour. The humidity is up really high, so if you're out and about, it will not feel like your traditional 59 degrees. It's going to start to feel more like 69 degrees, or even your upper 70s. So we can get the more planner for tonight. 7 p.m. is at 64 degrees. We gradually go down, and our winds are starting to stay. They're around the same speed as you would expect, but the direction starts to change as we get into our early morning hours for tomorrow. But For our class planner for tomorrow, we start the morning at 58 degrees, southwestern winds of 4 miles an hour. As we start to heat up and as the time starts to go by, the clouds start to go away and it's down to more partly cloudy skies. And look at these wind gusts. It's going to be a windy day tomorrow, but the humidity is still going to be there. I know I'm saying humidity a lot, but believe me, you are going to feel it tomorrow. For our extended forecast, though, as we can see, 69 degrees on Wednesday, and as we start to move into the weekend, it's going to cool down a little bit, and then in the later parts of the weekend, it's going to start to heat up again. So if you're out for Veterans Day, go ahead and have a barbecue, dress up for the weather. It's going to be warm. And then as we go on into early next week, that warm weather will start to stay in, but it will start to dip down as we go on further, and we're going to start to see more of those late fall and early winter temperatures pulling up. And that's all the time we have for Good Evening KU tonight. My name is Davis Clark. Thank you very much for watching.